Hey you guys, happy Friday. I do have the first video that I did in the description box as well as in the comments. So please check that out because this story is disgusting and I really don't want to get too much into it. I'm trying to really have a happy Friday. So happy Friday. But I do have fantastic news. All this week, people have been locked up left and right of a lot of the stories that I have covered, such as Jeremy Williams and Christy Sipple, Brian Coulter and Clarissa Figueroa, and so much more. They've all have been locked up. And I am so glad because I literally was waiting like 2 to 3 years for these people to get locked up. Now, do you remember the Burnetts? Kendall and Ashley. Kendall and Ashley. They are married. But if you don't remember, let me just refresh your memory before you check out that first video if you want to be more grossed out, is what I'm saying. So she begged for this sick fuck, to put his wedding ring back on. And I guess he did. But first, he had to get her approval for him to be able to violate her 8-year-old daughter, in which he did. And in these explicit texts that were found by 2 women, I don't know these 2 women's name and I don't have to know, but they are 2 great women for doing this and turning these nasties in because it would have been a long time down the road before this was found out. This little girl may have even been pregnant by this man. Or much worse, maybe even offed somewhere because if you can allow this man to do this to your daughter, you can allow him to do anything. And in these explicit texts, Kendall is begging for more time with this 8-year-old to do certain things to her. Now, I'm going to make sure that I just watch my words. So please just fill in the blanks, most definitely. The mother even asks him what her daughter tastes like. I don't understand that, but she actually asks that, which makes me think, oh, you not only are a pedo, but you also are an incestuous pedo as well. She watched her 8-year-old touch his male part, and she hated that she had to go to work. She said she was so, it rhymes with corny. After watching him do this, she actually wanted him to take pictures of her baby girl and send them to her for her own gratification. Such sick shit. These text messages are actually still available online. I do recall I posted them a couple years ago on my Facebook page when I used to do my stories there. They gave me 30 days in jail, Facebook jail, which I was pissed off because I'm like, where the fuck do you think I got these texts from? I got them from Facebook, but yet they put me in Facebook jail shortly after that. So, this is the kind of stuff that was going on with this couple besides the cocaine and the marijuana inside the hotel as well. So this is what was going on most definitely. And every time this desperate ass woman was texting him, she would say like, what did she ask about me, baby? I love you, baby. And he's like, I already told you. Like, he is not really even into this woman no more. It's like he married you for your kid. Let's just call it what it is. He didn't even want you. You were stupid enough and you fell for it. He never wanted you. He wanted your baby because he is definitely a pedo. That's what he wanted and that's what he got because she allowed it. This sick bitch actually allowed it, wanted to hear about it, want to watch it. She was literally acting like that they picked this woman up at a party and, he was going to start it off and then she was going to join like, okay, does she like me too? Does she think I'm pretty too? This is how she was acting in these texts. This is your daughter. This is your daughter. Like, she would definitely, if this would have continued, she would have definitely had hooked up with her daughter. She even says, while you are doing this to her, I want to do this to you. I mean, she just wanted to incorporate herself in this threesome with her daughter so bad, but he was not feeling you, Ashley. Not at all. He wanted your daughter. He wanted you to go work and pay for that hotel room while he laid up with your daughter. I mean, some real sick ass, disgusting shit, definitely. And I can't, I was listening to my video earlier that I told you I did a few years ago, and I couldn't even listen to the rest of it. I was shocked at what I was saying, and it's all true. I didn't even, but I do remember a lot of it, and just nasty, just nasty. So, I periodically would check and see if these clowns were finally sentenced. Oh, and they were. Definitely. And they were. I'm going to start off with Kendall Burnett. He opted for a jury trial. So he did not want to go to a bench trial and have one person judge him. He decided to have, 12 people of his peers judge him. That's what he decided to. So they gave him 10 years for the first charge, 15 years for the second and third charge, and 4 years for the fourth charge. So he got a total of 29 years. And he already is 38 years old. So he is going to be a very older man if he survives prison and he's let out. And if and when he is let out, he will have to register as a sex offender, most definitely. But, a lot of things happen. Prison life is a hard life, and he may not make it at all. And I'm wondering, I said in my first video, I hope, because he has children. He has, I think, about 2 or 3 kids. But he has children. If they weren't his kids, he's around a lot of kids. And I know one little girl, I blurred her face out, but one little girl looks exactly like him. Like, what did they say? Like, he spit her out. She looks exactly like him. And I'm just hoping that none of these babies was, messed with by their father, because he's sick. He's obviously sick. So why not? Why not? He wants to ruin somebody else's daughter's life. Why not ruin his own, right? Why not? So yeah, he has 29 years in there. Now, Ashley Burnett, the one that was so desperate to have this nasty, sick shit in her life, okay? She got 35 years. She took a blind plea and got 35 years. So, and she's 27. So maybe when they did this, she was like, 28, 29. So yeah, what is she going to be like? Close to 70 when she's out? Something like that, right? Close to 70. But yeah, so they both have some time in there, which is good to think about the nasty shit that they've done. And I hope this little girl got some counseling, and I hope she understands that, your mother's a freak. Your mother's disgusting. Your mother was only worried about herself and some useless, nasty man. And there's no excuse for what she did at all. Absolutely no excuse. And I hope this little girl, who should probably be maybe 14 now, I hope she is striving to be the best person that she can be under the circumstances that she was almost given by these nasty ass people. Definitely by these nasty ass people. So that is the story about these sick ass Barnetts. So you guys have a great Friday. I know I am.
Should have been a love child.